So, serious effects happens after the great event that happened last episode. Before I get into that, let's talk about the airing of Beastars. Seriously, it's when it first came out, it was Saturday. Then one time it came out on Thursday, then Friday, and then this week it came out on Wednesday. So I'm like, when do you come out? I knew it came out Wednesday. I said, nope, we'll review it Friday because I ain't doing it on Friday. So it might as well be Friday. So from now on, if Beastars comes out before Saturday, I'll review it Friday. But still, it keeps jumping all over the place. So I'm trying to need to find out what TV station in Japan is airing it and see why it keeps doing that. It's very strange. Heck, even going on different sites that tells you the air date have different dates on it. So I don't know what to say, but without further ado, let's get into the review. The entire school is speaking of Legacy because of what happened. He is seen as this dark hero, thanks to the play. Even though everything wasn't an act, the world thinks that. Everybody but his best friend, well, one of his closest friends, Jack. They knew each other since they were kids, so Jack can tell when Legacy is angry or when he's sad. And it's kind of good because Legacy himself doesn't even know his own emotions or feelings whatsoever. Sometimes he don't know if he's in love or if he's angry or if he's upset or afraid because he's too in thought of what he's doing. It's like when you think too much that you don't realize what you're doing. It happens a lot. I forgot the name of that, but it's something very, very interesting that I want studied into. Anyways, now he has become popular and he believes that he has changed a little. In some ways, yes, he has changed. In some way, where he's learning to accept his emotions and to go by them. Not just think about things all the time to the point he doesn't do anything or becomes a socially awkward outcast, but to open up more. Even Lewis himself said that he could be so much more than what he is, but he doesn't try to take the first step. And because of that, it slows him down. So hopefully this will be a learning experience for him to do better. Of course, he's going to do a complete 180. Come on, that's unrealistic. It's going to be a nice little turn, like a clockwise turn before he does that 180. So it'll take a while for him to completely change to a different kind of person. Yes, I could edit out that yawn, but I do not because we do things here raw. Anyways. Now that being said, let's talk about what happened between Lewis and Haru. We all know what Haru is. Everybody knows what Haru is, but Legacy, he doesn't know at all that she sleeps around. Even with someone like the top idol of the school, Lewis. That's right. When I saw that, I was surprised. I read the manga, but even seeing it then, it was years since I read that chapter. So seeing that happen again, I'm like, dude, man, poor Legacy, you are in love with a whore, man. I'm sorry. You're in love with the school slut. And you can't do anything about it. I see movies about this. This can turn around. I see movies about this where a person who was a prostitute or whatever sleeps around with other people and then they change for the sake of someone else they end up falling in love with. And of course, people will talk about you and doubt you and stuff, but it's up to that couple to see how strong their relationship can be. It's entirely up to them of how that works. So, I got no complaints there. All I'm saying is that if Legacy does want this, he's going to really have to fight for it, and he's going to have to welcome in some uncomfortable changes. It all determines. And also, Haru will have to change herself. Speaking of that, Haru knows what she is, and she doesn't care. Even talking to an endangered species rabbit, because apparently her species keeps sleeping around with everybody, and her species is dying out. And she's like, you know what? Who cares? And she said something very interesting. When you act too desperate, when you go full on reach mode, you do lose the affection of your partner. when you do too much. I guess relationships require certain balance and order. Don't do too little and don't do too much. And even if you think you're doing things just right and perfect, even then, your partner will feel insecure, thinking, "Oh, I'm dating someone so perfect," and it makes them feel bad about themselves. So therefore, like, I'm sorry, we have to break up because I just don't feel like I'm enough for you, or they'll feel like you're too much on your high horse. You'll be surprised how the excuses or reasons why people will do that stuff. It's ridiculous. But Haru spoke in truth, though. If you try too hard, you cling too desperately like that, you don't give a guy his space, he's gonna want to leave. I know that sucks, but that's just the truth. And they just come to her. It's not like she comes to them. She stays in her garden. She tends to herself. They come to her because of that. And now all that is happening. But at the end of the day, when it comes to stuff like that, it's always the girl that gets attacked. Not the cheating boyfriend. It's always the girl. But then again, it happens the other way around, where a girl cheats on a guy. And sometimes the guy fights the other guy before he does it to the girl. That happens too. A lot. I've seen those fights. I had to break some of them up. Some crazy stuff. Well, anyways, another interesting about the lore of this world that interested me was the summer festival thing about the dinosaurs. So apparently, yes, dinosaurs exist in that world, and they're treated as gods, apparently. The ancient ones, in a way. When the meteor struck, they believe it struck in summer, and then they became the descendants of the dinosaurs. But then again, the festival is just a cover up for other activities that they will do. Like, they even have their own romance thing. And the more and more I watch this episode, especially the dialogue between Legacy and Haru, I realized something. Remember, I did a must watch for a very good romantic anime called Maidens of the Seventh Season? That's what this is like. This is the animals going through adolescence in high school, dealing with their problems, slowly going into the outside world of their school and facing the reality that's in front of them. Seeing all kinds of things, their bodies changing, their way of thinking, their ideals, their philosophy, all that stuff just changes now. So everything you thought was nice in your safe space is now destroyed because you're now inside this open field area where everyone doesn't care about your opinion most of the times, and people have their own, even more far-fetched ideals and opinions about things that you cannot control. So that's one of the things I did enjoy about it. It's reminding me more and more of that show. Maidens of the Seventh Season. If you have not watched that anime, by the way, you should go check it out. It's called Maidens of the Seventh Season. And that's enough show for that one. So anyways, I finally understand the name of the title. When a dog realizes tail gets dirty, it's because he wags it when he's in love. Haru Legacy feels like he's in love with Haru now. The point he's willing to wag his tail any day. The question is I guess he knows about Haru. He heard the rumors, plus he's seen it firsthand himself about it. So he's not denying it. So the question is he willing to go further for it? Because right now, she's actually sleeping around with one of the main characters, Lewis himself. So I wonder how that's going to go down. Well, anyways, that's all I got for this. I hope you guys enjoyed. I need to keep track of the show, because the show likes to jump around all over the week. You all know that. I know that. So anyways, if you enjoy Beastars and you like my content, like, comment, subscribe, and of course, hit that bell icon if it works. Anyways, Madcrownxox Anime, signing out.